back at it again with another this counterpoint. Yeah, because it's not my music. Johann Sebastian Bach, Brandenburg 5, Movement 2. Bro, I wish. I guess it's not on the starting screen. It should be out here. Whoa, it's me. Yeah, up there in the top right. You should see what's playing. But shut up. We don't need any of that because we're not better than Bach, but we're trying. That's a lifelong goal for us. Okay. F11. Hopefully sounds can be heard. Sounds about right. Okay. Goody gumdrops. So this is where we left off on stream. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so this is what I was writing before. But I spoilers, I actually started redoing it. But before we do that, I'm gonna explain my thought process, mostly for myself, just so I can organize my thoughts, because I think a lot better if I speak out loud, which kind of sad. Every time I had to take a test in school or something, it'd suck because I think best when I talk to myself out loud, and thinking in my head is not good enough. So I always had to like whisper to myself, but I was always paranoid that maybe the teacher would think I'm like cheating or explaining something to someone beside me. I would always think out loud. Every time I do a math problem, I have to say stuff out loud, and it helps me think better. Anyway, I have a few issues with this. First, I think the way that it was orchestrated before, it sounds too heavy. It did, because it sounded fine, especially towards the end here where there's like a huge everyone's playing at the same time. It's fine, and it has like a rhythm going for it, but in my opinion it sounds like an epic orchestral remix of my music. And that's really not what I mean, it sounds fine, like I could put it out there and it would sound okay, but it's not what I want. But I think it's still important that I went through the trouble of writing all of this out, even if I'm redoing it, because now I know what I can fix instead of starting from a blank slate. But I did restart. So some changes, less instruments, not as many instruments in the new one. I added strings. This is an orchestra. This is a concert band. This is an orchestra. So you see here in the new one, we have the strings, we have a bit less percussion. I might add more. I have less winds in general, though only by a little bit. I have like 3 oboes here, and the saxophones, and 3 trumpets and that, but we have fewer instruments here. No bass drum either. But yeah, I did try again with the second one. But how about we give it a listen again? Mostly just for me, of course, but I'm gonna listen to it again just so I can point out to myself what I think I can do better. Because I think in the original, which is just like I wrote it for 7 instruments, that kind of it kind of captured the lightness and brevity of what I wanted to write, because there are less instruments, so that's just kind of by the nature of having less instruments. And although I want to translate that to a bigger ensemble, I still need to be able to write it with that same lightness. Anyway, it's a bunch of artist speak for what I wrote before sucked, and I'm trying to do it better, so let's try again. Let's listen again to what we wrote before, and then I'll point out. I kept this horn solo. I think this horns sound fine as they are. I also upped the tempo. Oh no, I slowed down the tempo slightly. I'll play with the tempo a little more later. So immediately there, the brass is going to a forte, which I switched out in favor of some strings because they have a less resonant forte, and again, it just feels too heavy. Especially with the 3 trumpets. Oh yeah, I also removed the piccolo, that also made it feel too thick. Again with the fortes. I think the horn sounds fine here, but I think I switched it out for a viola. I think this part sounded okay. I think the triangle was a little bit too apparent here, but I kind of liked it before, so that's just how it was before. I really like the bass clarinet playing this part, and the horn accompaniment. That's something I kept in the next one, I believe. I think the accompaniment needs to be a lot more active in my next part. That's something I haven't written in yet. And here I added timpani and bass drum to give it some rhythm. So I think you get what I'm saying, that it sounds fine, but it's too heavy, and it's not what I want. I don't want it to be heavy. I think what I'll do differently here, especially for these passages, I said here I switched this out, I think for like cello and horn or something, if I remember correctly. And then here for this next part, I think having violins in that part would make it a lot lighter, especially here. There you go. And I think having, because I would like this part to be lighter. I think violins and oboes together would sound nice. And then especially for this rise here, I think trumpet would fit well here. Although I don't know if it's too high. Hello, and again, I think I'm gonna get rid of this rhythm here. I don't like this rhythm section. And I think just by the nature, because I wrote these passages in octaves, like each melody and counter melody is written in octaves. I think that makes it a bit too wide. I don't want that. I want it to be a little bit thinner. It's a bit too much like a thick soup. It's not what I want. And that sounds great in the context of this being like a concert band thing, but I don't want it to be that. That's not what I wanted. I wrote it for concert band and I'm surprised. Wow, it sounds like a concert band piece. Goodness. Maybe for the higher, maybe for like, I mean, I'll have to see. I haven't written this part in yet, but bass clarinet and its low register sounds like me trying to hit low notes with too much effort. Maybe. Bass clarinet sounds better a little bit above its lowest notes, as through most instruments actually. But that's why we're foregoing this. I'm gonna keep it obviously for reference. This is my reference. But here's the new version that I was writing yesterday and this afternoon. Whoopsies. Full screen this one. So again, this one written for orchestra instead of concert band. So we have the strings here, which have been a huge help, to be honest, in making it sound good. Less trumpets. I think the same amount of trombones. I don't think I had contrabassoon in the old one. No, I didn't. Clarinets as always, the same amount of clarinets, lots of clarinets, less oboes, and no piccolo. I don't know if I'll add piccolo back in it. I might, but anyway. Listen to this new one and then I'll point out what I've changed, although you could probably just hear it because musicians and that's how it works. Right. Also, I slowed down the tempo. Viola solo. Fades into clarinet. And then this part here. Kept a triangle, but it's a lot quieter now. Strings fade into horns. The horns go into a woodwind accompaniment. Giving Mahler slow movement vibes, maybe. I think it's actually a bit too slow, so I'm gonna bump this up to Andante actually, and I'm going to increase the tempo to like 85 BPM, I guess. This here. Okay, better. There's some things I noticed. Glockenspiel still too loud, even though I marked you as having soft mallets, but no, you're dong dong. Triangle's still here. I also wrote in these tremolos here. They're too hard to hear though, I'd like to boost them into bits. Mezzo forte. Just for a swell there. Okay. Okay, and then here again, this is where part and accompaniment that I definitely did not steal from Jupiter. It's the horn and cello together. Okay, and then I'll write in the next part after this, by which I mean I'll copy the melody and then I'll write the accompaniment appropriately. What in tarnation is happening here? So let's go and nick the Mars 2. Well, it's a great combo, horn and cello. Well, where's that part? It's like hello. Man, this software is not cooperating with me. So I'm just gonna do it here. here's the melody that we want to copy. It goes all the way over here, right? Yeah, and then it to the end. Got it. Okay. So let's put this, first of all, add measures, insert, add like 100 measures, I don't know. Doink. Oh, that's a lot of measures. I'm gonna fill them up though, it's fine. Bang. I'm not sure about those glisses, man, but you know, sure. Viola, help us. And also, okay, and what else do I think could help here? Definitely the horn has to play this as well. Also play lower. Also play quieter because you're a horn. Shush. Maybe mezzo forte. I think having an oboe or something there. I think horns are good as a nice steady bass. Like bass as in foundation. Octave and doubling viola. Okay, we can try that. Lower you then. I will make you quieter though. I don't want you to be too loud just yet. Okay, and then for this line here. I want to try doubling this part with trumpets. Although that is pretty high, but I think if I put you at forte it should be okay. Might be a little difficult. I think maybe E flat clarinet would sound better. Double with oboe. Maybe. I mean, I think it sounds okay. Anyway, let's fight the accompaniment next. So, goodness. Come on, software. Work, gadget. My goodness. Contrabass. And then we'll use it for oh whoopsies. Blah. There you go. I'll remove the dynamics for now. I'll add them back in later. I think going to triple F here might be a little generous. We'll hold off on adding dynamics until what else is this first? Again. Why can't I? Oh, that's right, because you're pizzicato right now. No. Arco, not legato. Debatable whether you can hear that pizzicato at all, but it's there. Okay, since it's Arco again, I'm going to lower the dynamics back to piano. Okay. Okay, now it's time for me to decide where each of the 4 counter melodies should go. Try first putting you here. You guys aside. You guys aside. Doink. So no, the violin should have the main melody. I think that'll make them stand out a bit more. And violins and violas, being so inclusive here. I think it'll be okay to have horn included here. What I'm gonna do, these have little rests because I wrote it for winds, but now that I have strings, I think I can get away with having some more notes in here. Violas get melody too. I know, I'm so nice. I even had a viola solo back here. There it is, solo. And then the violins got the accompaniments. Take that, violins, idiots. Got them. Okay. Okay, well, if you're gonna do this, you're getting boosted to forte, and I'm just gonna crescendo y'all. Actually, crescendo a little more. There. You know, this is one of the first times I'm actually writing something for strings. A lot of quarter notes though, I will have to fix that. It sounds a little bit too on the beats. So I'll have to fix that, but for now we'll do it later because I'm lazy. Let's write the accompaniment first. So I kind of had the accompaniment in the like a clarinet choir plus the oboe, I guess. I think I'll continue this pattern. I'll add bass clarinet, I'll add the bassoons in. Actually I don't know where the bassoons would go. They'll definitely probably have to go a little higher up in their tenor range because otherwise I think it'll stand out too much. That's why the oboe is all the way up here in the high register so it doesn't stand out too much. So it blends with the clarinets better because as instruments go up they blend better because of reasons. I don't know, bro. Maybe I could do English horn instead, but I think it's way too high, so I'll do it here. Unless I mean, I'm not Stravinsky, so I'm not gonna be that mean. And I'll have you boink. Yeah, and then you will be introduced. Maybe. What if? No, I gotta get out of here. With McNuance isn't as inclusive. I know. That's one of the main problems with this, is that it's kind of dumb. Rhythm isn't so epic. Horn and bass clarinets. Maybe I just don't want to like step over the violas because the strings are kind of taken over here. I added you here to help out, but you're too quiet. I like this cello and oboe conversation. I just don't know if it's too subtle. Something I've been trying to add throughout is more rhythmic nuance, but especially the accompaniment. Like I said, the accompaniment, it's all just same old, but I want to write the chords first. Chords. After I write these chords, I'll get to it. No, not here, all the way over here. Okay, so an F major, man, gotta see me write chords again. How did I do this before? So here, these are like the chords, but they're in this thing, and you guys are start the piece with a solo as we should. Not the first time I've done that. I think you guys are playing the bass and tenor. Yeah, okay. So what I did here is that you are just what the tuba's playing. Euphonium really under the tuba? Is that correct? I said it in the orchestra order, but something how does it over here? Yeah, the euphonium's over the there. Is that not correct? That's how it should be, right? I mean, it's a higher instrument. Okay, well, I'll just put it like that. If it's wrong, I guess I'll fix it, but it's not a big deal. I can easily fix that. Anyway, chords, I need them. So I'm gonna continue this pattern of having the tuba just do whatever the yeah, the tuba can play arco. Just arco your tuba. I'll keep the cymbals there. And something I did differently now that I'm thinking about it from the first one is that the chords used to be a lot closer together, but I'm trying to make them a bit further apart. Tuba pits update, yeah, you like flick it with your nail to make it do a little ding sound. That'd be cool. You know, has anyone made music by running an electric current through a brass instrument? What if you took your phone speaker and put it inside of the tuba? What would it sound like? What if you took a leaf blower and you funneled it into an oboe? Would it sound more like a dead mosquito or less? These are the questions I need answered. And I think you guys see that. Ride in chords. There's a piece called Fnug that uses overtones for tuba singing into mouthpiece. Did you guys know there's a clarinet option in Muse Sounds that is called singing? Do I have a clarinet solo here? There's a real singing tone to it. It's quite a delicate sound that the player is making. But unfortunately, I like vibrato just a bit more. I'll consider it for another piece. No, it's fine. That's not correct. E flat, same F, same notes, play it longer. For this here, I guess I'll have these guys close together so I can have a very steady bass for that part. Excuse me. And then U or A minor. I don't think this is how a 4-part harmony works, but I'll finish there, and then I'll write in the rest of these boys. Wait. Okay. It is D minor, play it. So loud. The bass clarinet's lowest note. Needs to be a B flat, not a B flat, a D flat. The lowest note it can go to is B flats. Listen to that sound. How meaty. Starting to sound very brassy. Very cool, but not what I want. We're doing this. That's probably not correct, but whatever. Yeah, I should probably put these back. It's you're supposed to go down to D. That'd be A. Then it goes to A minor. C isn't playing any of these. That's a little dubious. That maybe. That might be a bit better. 1 octave lower sounding B flat, not. Wow. That's not correct. You're supposed to be playing A, mister. Play A. B flat. It didn't sound correct. And then you're supposed to be playing 5. E major. Then 6, which is again. Oh, I know, theory. In theory. That's probably. No, that's a parallel 5th. Get out of here. Move up to F. Move to A. Move to F. You move to D. Okay. No, I think you have to move down to D. And then chord. Goodness for these chord symbols that I wrote in. You're kind of in the way, clarinet. How about you, flute? You take this over while I write in all this junk. A minor. I'm writing it. It's for. Write it higher. Alright, clarinet at E flat sounds like a really high oboe. It does. And that's exactly what I think of it as. It's a high oboe. It goes to the notes that the oboe can't reach. But it sounds like an oboe, which is extremely useful, actually. Which is why I still have it, even though this orchestra probably does not really have it. That's probably fine, maybe. And then you are D minor again. Could have some like chord extensions here, but we don't have D in here. I need more D. There we go. Perfect. Whoopsies. That's probably fine. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then 4, which is B flat major. And this is a nice 6 chord. This is again D minor because I'm lazy. It's probably not too high, but I'm not sure if it is good. Because going higher, it might be difficult to play piano, but I know that the clarinets are pretty good at being quiet, so I'm gonna call it okay. Cause screw you. Oh my gosh, what a shriek. Dying. But it's fine. It's for the sound. I think you need to play D instead. A flat piccolo clarinet. Maybe I don't wanna. This is A minor again. And then a nice plagal cadence because I write so many plagal cadences because I'm just so quirky. You down here. You play this, this, and this. Okay, and I think it'd be better if this went down here. You go also down, you stay here, you go up. Might be a little strange actually. I don't like all you guys going up, you go down. I think going to the 5th at the soprano there would be better. Okay, so those are the chords. I'm gonna listen to them on their own and see if they sound whack because it's a little hard to hear them. In case I missed something. And I think actually for these ones you guys are gonna have to be louder, so I'm going to make you piano. Huh? Chord sounds a little thin, but I do hear. That's 3 A's I'm noticing now. Okay, what chord is this? A minor, no wonder. I mean, it's fine, but I think I'll prefer having E here. I might make it sound a lot more full having a bass that isn't dumb. I think that sounds okay. So we moved away from the clarinet, put that into here. I guess you could have a double or something, but or, doesn't matter. Okay, and I'm gonna hear it in context and see if it's too soft, too loud. I'm gonna boost the volume at this part just to see if I like it more. Louder. Just 1p. Your PP privileges have been taken away. You only have 1p now. Take that, nerd. Okay. I preferred it better at pianissimo. Shush. You regained your PP privileges. Yeah. There you go. It's like an organ when they're all together like that. It's awesome. There is a counter melody here actually that I'm going to nick from here again. It goes in the something goes in the clarinet. Right? Okay. There you go. And the blah blah. Who gets to play the counter trombone? Shush, bassoon. Shush. Shush. Cello. Actually, I don't know how this will sound. Be heard over your comrades. I think it sounds fine. Just the fact that that's soft dynamic, maybe. The thing is, again, the rhythm is very dumb. That's why it's a little hard to hear the counter melody over the normal melody because the rhythms are identical. So I'll have to fix that. In fact, why am I complaining? I'll fix that right now. How do I feel this should go? I'm just gonna listen to it and then I'll change it. That might be a little bit too syncopated, but it's different. Listen to it again. No other way around. The passing tone and eighth notes. I'm not sure what to do here because I kind of like the way this already is, but okay, let's just listen to it. Let me just. I think it sounds okay, but obviously I need to change it up a bit. Let me listen again. I really feel like this note should be emphasized a bit more. Just experimenting here. Oh, what in tarnation? No, come back. I don't think I like that. I I I don't I don't think I like that. Um I gotta think like romantic era composers now. I don't know. I don't listen to that many. Okay. No, no, only this one. I think this part is okay. It's just this beginning part that I think should change. let's try that, and then I'll listen to it all together, and I'll see if I like it or not. I see it has removed the slurs. I mean, I don't need them, but screw it. I'm adding them back in, and you can't do nothing about it. I like my slurs. You can't take my slurs away from me. And you also play that. We all love slurs here. Yes, we do. They make your music sound great. Don't make your speech sound very great, though. Don't slur your speech. What note is jar? What note is? There you go. How would they not run out of bow with that long of a slur? Actually, you're right. Now that I think about it, because usually I use when I think of slurs, because I'm a pianist, right? When I think of slurs, it's phrasing, right? But I forget for other instruments, it literally marks legato. It doesn't just mark a phrase. You're actually so right. Mark them appropriately then. You guys play lower, and you guys play that, and you, Mr. Horn, play that. There you go. Okay, try again. Listed the same on accident when writing some orchestral stuff. That's all he knew was piano. And he was darn good at it. Apparently he was very handsome too. I think it's because this cello melody is clashing with the viola. I'll move you a bit lower, see what that does. Okay. I'm gonna fix the slurs here too. Hold on, I'm just picturing in my head how someone would play this. And of course, I'm no string player, but I'm just trying to think how this would work. Automatically vibrato, though? Well, at least a solo. That's a little different, actually. Let's listen to these. Yes. I don't know if you can hear that because it's quiet. Let's try this. For the cellos, it's kind of subtle, actually. I don't know about the other ones. It's definitely there because I think if it was just like if it was not vibrato, it would be a lot easier to tell. It would sound more just like, you know, a not vibrato note. But since it's, I think I can hear it, but I don't know if that's just placebo. I am, in fact, extremely gullible. Oh. Okay, well, anyway. Right, back to writing the slurs. And these ones are probably incorrect too. Well, again, I did write it for wins originally, so let me make sure I fix that. I'll probably have to go back and do that for my other things too. Put you here, you go there. Horn. Actually, your slurs are probably going to be different since you're a horn. Okay. And actually, just so I remember to put them in later and don't think I've already done it, I'm gonna remove the slurs that are already in the music, just so I remember to, so I can see that I haven't done it yet, and then I'll put them in later. Music does look kind of weird without all the slurs in place, in my opinion. Looking for this. Go. different. We only tongue the first note and start the rest is just lungs and air. That's epic. See, the clarinet's a little different here. You probably shouldn't be doing this all in one breath. Forgot English horn was here. Yeah, it's here. Acting as third oboe, but better because it's English. Anyway, right. That might mean I have to redo some of these here. That's okay. Although I don't know if adding the slurs here would just be useless because of just the way this is. Okay. We'll do this. And then for oboe. Something similar-ish. You guys do the same thing? Yes, you do. Okay. And then the violins have the same line, but they just need it to be different because they're violins. So they'll have less slurs. There you go. Okay. I mean, it's not going to sound any different because MuseScore doesn't know the difference, but never mind. Okay, so what was I doing before? Right, I was adding in this line here. That feels better. A piccolo cello? What? Okay, I'll look up what a piccolo what is a... Yay. Piccolo cello. What? What is... what? What is... What is... Okay, that's just a normal cello. That a piccolo cello? That a piccolo cello? Is that a piccolo cello? Oh my goodness. I mean, that certainly looks like violoncello da spalla. Okay. Uh, what is that? Possible use by Bach. Your terminology using 1870 can visibly not determine instrument uses, but blah 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 blah. Violoncello da Spalla and Viola da Spalla tend to appear in theoretical works rather than as instrument designations. What do you mean theoretical works? That, like music that exists only in theory? How does that even work? Violoncello piccolo features in many of the Bach cantatas, with the parts written in a variety of clefs: bass, tenor, alto, and soprano. What? The cello can play all of those? A representation of the instrument is relatively a wide range. String version of the instrument may have been Hello Suite number 6. What? 5-string cello. Oh. Chest of viols. Whatever, man. Cool instruments that. Man, I wonder why we didn't use those again. It's because it was too confusing. Okay. Double into here. I looked up the piccolo cello. It exists and is real, unfortunately. Oh wait, now that I changed this, I need to change it in the horn too. I forgot. You can play for longer because you're a string instrument. I'm not so sure about this counter melody. I just kind of made it up on the spot. So let me listen to it again. You, my friend, need to be broken up because of rules. I think you can get away with being a half note there. Bach uses an oboe da caccia in 245, same as the English horn, but is written in alto clef and is in C rather than F. The Baroque oboe. The Baroque instruments just sound better. They just do. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the playing technique. Maybe because, I don't know, something about the way, because the Baroque oboe, I think, sounds a lot better. I think viol sounds super cool. Maybe even better than... Maybe it's just biased because since I like the instruments, I listen to more of the music featuring those instruments, and therefore it's just kind of like a feedback loop. But that's just what I think. And the Baroque oboe, I don't know why we don't make oboes I mean, we still do make oboes like that, but nobody's featuring them anymore. I think they sound great. They're like recorders, but they don't have all the fancy keys, which I think makes them really difficult to play. But it sounds good. It has a more mellow tone than the modern oboe, which maybe you don't want, but more mellow tone than the, not in like an English horn way, but kind of like a clarinet plus an oboe kind of way. Okay, I think that's better. But I am a little dubious about having this in the cello as the part. I think we can do better by having it in other places. Although if I do put it in brass, I'll have you play it at like mezzo piano or piano. Man, if only I could hear it louder. Horn, eh? Okay. Now what about fixing the notes so that they aren't, so the horn isn't breathing forever, because it can't, unfortunately. Not horn and trombone. Hold on, let me double it on clarinet. Maybe except all my clarinets are kind of full right now, but what I've noticed is that the trombone in the higher register sounds a lot like a bassoon. Maybe it's just this trombone sound in particular, but okay, not loud like that, but when it's quiet. Although that's pretty quiet. What about on trumpet? Alright, no, shut up. I guess I can still do this. Louder. Totally didn't steal from Holst. I know. I didn't do any stealing from Holst, which is why I'm gonna add the timpani next. Just to make it even more difference. And while I'm at it, some more trombones too. Is more Mahler hammer. What is a Mahler? I don't know enough about these romantic composers. Mahler romantic, or is he? I'm pretty sure it's romantic, not contemporary. He was born in, he died 1911. Okay, yeah, that's romantic. What the heck is a Mahler hammer? What and what? Playing whack-a-mole with your instrument? Oh, what? What is that? Look at this photo. Sounds epic. Dropping the. Did he specifically request this instrument? Alright, hold on. I gotta. Control F hammer. Hammer, see description below. In addition to a very large woodwind and brass sections, Mahler augmented the percussion section with several unusual instruments, including the famous quote-unquote Mahler hammer. The sound of the hammer, which features in the last movement, only does it play once or does it play multiple times, was stipulated by Mahler to be brief and mighty, but dull in resonance, and with a non-metallic hammer or character, like the fall of an axe. Sound achieved in the premiere did not quite carry far enough from the stage, and indeed the problem of achieving the proper volume while still remaining dull in resonance, blah blah blah. That is true, actually. Okay, so hold on. Various methods of producing the sound have involved a wooden mallet striking a wooden surface, a sledgehammer striking a wooden— do you just bring sledgehammer striking a box with, like, Gordon Freeman? You're gonna destroy that thing. Or a particularly large bass drum, or sometimes simultaneous use. Contemporaries mocked the use of the hammer as shown by a caricature. What? Caricature about the unorthodox. I forgot the car horn. Now I can write another symphony. And awesome, actually. Pretty good recording. This. Mahler hammer. Compilation? There's a compilation of alright, I gotta see this Mahler hammer compilation. Where's the— oh, these are all short videos, that's okay. Oh, well, of course I'm gonna watch a video called The Hammer! This guy— look how slowly this guy walks up to the podium. like he's like Thanos trying to collect the Infinity Stones or something. He's like doing a superhero walk. He's so slow. I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Oh, he's getting so ready. Well, I could even hear the hammer over the cymbals. I couldn't hear it, but I think I can feel 17 years ago. So long, 18 years ago. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see if I can find here a better studio recording. Oh, are they all gonna play this? What? Oh, I see. This is a compilation. No, are they? What? What? Are they playing them all together? Well, sounded like a giant closing a door. That's awesome. What instrument do you play? I play the hammer. Oh my goodness. Mahler never described the hammer, only the sound he wanted it to make. Back in the 16, the percussionist used two big blocks of wood which he clacked together in the air. It was too sharp a sound, but it worked. First Mahler symphony I ever heard. Interesting. What do you mean hammer fail? Oh, that's Wagner in it. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not why we're here. Oh my. What was that? Okay, anyway. Dang it. Hammer isn't listed in one of the instruments. No. What would be the closest to a hammer? Wood blocks. A sus symbol. Dang it. No hammer. All instruments. All unpitched. What is a Oh, you can add claps and slaps. Quika, conga, automobile brake drums. And there's anvil. We have anvil. Wood block at 8-4. Mic is muted. Is it? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Peekaboo. Hello? Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Where is my sound? Hello? It's appearing on my thing. Hello? It was muted on my end. Oh, great. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Bell plates, anvil, bell tree, inverted metal bowls nested on a vertical rod in order of pitch. Trolling or not? I mean, I heard me. There's a lot of sleigh bells, splash cymbal, fun. Okay, and I gotta know what a thunder sheet is. What is this like plate reverb? Thunder sheet is a thin sheet of metal used to produce. All right. Well, of course I gotta hear what it sounds like now. Imagine Dragon's Thunder. What does a thunder tree sound or thunder sheet sound like? Minecraft cave sound generator. Alright, cool. That's a new instrument I ain't never heard of no more. Stones! Sandpaper blocks. Here's some cool instruments. Alright, cool. Use a mark tree, add 30-second tremolos. What is that? The kuika, am I saying that right? Also known as a monkey drum. I don't know what that is, but it sounded too much like a normal instrument that I skipped over it. Maybe I'd know the sound if I heard it. What's it? A mark tree? Do we even have a sound for a mark tree in New Sounds? Mark. Oh, we do. Audio of a mark tree. Well, I want to hear what it sounds like here first. Oh, I see. Hold on, let's make sure we can hear this. There you go. Brazilian samba instrument sounds like jungle, you know? Usually that wouldn't make any sense, but I know exactly what you mean by sounds like jungle. What does it sound like if I tremolo this? Okay, sounds like a fire alarm. That's interesting. I don't think I'll be using a mark tree, guys. I mean, I don't know. Maybe one day. No mark tree. No tree for you, Mark. Okay, right, what was I doing? Make sure you make two, you know, I don't think I will. Okay, fine, I will. Oh no. Where's my mark tree? Get back here, mark tree. This is a horrible idea. This doesn't feel like a good idea at all. This is horrible. Why am I Why am I doing this? Okay, the phone's ringing. What other things can I apply to this? They are notated as ascending and descending 30-second note tremolos with mark trees and new score are dumb. Who is Mark Tree? I don't know. The inventor of the Mark Tree, probably. Dang it, I can't trill a Mark Tree. No. What does a glockenspiel trill sound like? Does it sound like what I think it does? Just making sure. Curious. Okay. The phone's ringing. Anyway. Music. I can write it. What was I doing? I think I was writing the counter melody here. I've lost track. Anyway. Again, because the cellos have bows, I can make you guys play longer. Not as good as sus symbol trill. You're right, I'll have to add sus symbols in later. Glockenspiel sounds like Harry Potter. What you're thinking of is the Celeste. It's the Celeste that makes that sound. And it's a great instrument. I would include it if I had anywhere to put it here. Maybe later. Glockenspiel doesn't go very low, unfortunately. Whack trees are dumb in musical and I hate it as a percussionist myself. I see, I see. I mean, I think there are some ways you can kind of go sneaky about it to make it MuseScore play the correct thing and then have it notated correctly. I can think of a way that you would do that. It's just really dumb. But it's possible, as far as I'm concerned. You might have to mess with the voices and stuff. But I don't, what is a, I mean, I feel like I know what a mark tree looks like, but I'm just gonna look it up just so I know. Mark tree. Yeah. Actually go insane. To get a rubato feel, they had manual tempo changes and hide the marks. I know, that's how you had to used to be able to do it in MuseScore 3, but now we have this thing. You're never gonna believe this. Watch this. Whoa, that was so easy. Whoa, it's Mark Tree. Look, it's him. Hi, Mark Tree. Oh, Marked Tree Vineyard. Whoa, is that a mark tree? This guy's marking a tree. Mark Tree Arkansas. What? Video. Place of crow tails with glockenspiels. Crow tail. Okay, YouTube, just stutter on me.
Have you ever seen a part that calls for mark tree? What is a mark tree anyway? Is it this? Well, it's not.
Doesn't look much like a tree.
Bell tree. You can play it with a harder plastic mallet.
Oh. Okay.
The bell tree can be set horizontally.
Is that the only thing you can play it with? He sounded like he was gonna go on to another instrument to use to play it, but instead he just stopped.
This? Well, most of us know these as wind chimes, but another name for this instrument is the mark tree.
Uh-huh. That the voice of
so
Mark?
If you have a part that calls for mark tree, or wind
But
chimes...
Look at how many mallets this guy has. That's so many mallets.
Oftentimes you'll see...
Do percussionists really have that many mallets? That's so many. That must be like 100.
Squiggly lines kind of going up and down, and that means they want some sort of sustain. So this instrument will either just make a boing...
Yeah, will it?
The sound of going up. Or, for a more sustained sound, back and forth. Now I just like to use my finger because I want the most brilliant sound coming out of here to be the sound of the bars themselves.
I see, I see. That's a lot of turbulence you got there in those tubes. Cool. Thanks, Brett Jones Percussion. I'm glad. Now I know what a mark tree is. Your crotales. I'm pretty sure it's crowtails. Mimicked him IRL. Wow. I don't know what you mean mimic him. I didn't even hear him. I'm pretty sure I only heard the mark tree. Maybe a mark tree came out of him. I'm pretty sure they're called crowtails. Here, let's look it up on the good old dictionary. That's not how you spell that.
Crotal.
Okay, French. A singular crowtail. What? There's no pronunciation. Maybe on Wikipedia. Crotals. How do I pronounce this? K and kind, R and rye, O and code. Is this not the sound? Crow, crotals. But every marching band percussionist like myself will correct you, but that's not what the Wikipedia is saying. You mean these guys? What is this? Surface to air missile, not an instrument, probably. Hold on.
Okay, this video is going to be on the crotales. The crotales.
I just got back from my practice session where I was playing the crowtails. Anyway, well, the Glockenspiel, that's what I'm writing in. I replaced the Cro-Magnons with Glockenspiel with soft mallets. Because it sounded like this. You know, let's have a side-by-side comparison, shall we? Bang. Oh my goodness! Where are you? Shush! Better be quiet, or else I'll call you crowtails again. That's so loud. Maybe, oh, whoopsies. Sorry for the Windows Vista jump scare. Maybe it's just because the Forte is too loud. Sound like pitched cymbals. That's probably what they are. That's probably what they're like meant to be. I think they're literally called finger cymbals too. Okay, be louder, please. Have you go up to a normal fort? Not sforzando. Where's what in tarnation? This is too low. Too low. Shush. I'm bringing the Glock back. Be louder, triangle. What? Okay, it just crashed. That's something. You guys want to look at my files? Did not let me add mezzo forte to the triangle. It was very sad. There you go. Happens too often. Yeah, but I'm just gonna have to forgive it. Because it sounds too good. It only crashes like... It doesn't crash very often. I know for some people it crashes very often, maybe because their scores are much larger than mine, but I don't have too much of a problem with it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm kind of a chronic saver anyway. Ever since I lost a project in like middle school on the computer, I always save every time I do literally anything in any program ever. So Dorico would never. Not another music notation. A 100 measure concert band piece. That's awesome. How many measures do I even have here? I think I added way too many. I just added a bunch. That's 133. That's maybe too many measures. Concert band is very cool, which is why I abandoned it and I'm writing for orchestra instead. Hate Windows 10 or 11 by any chance? What do you mean? I love Windows. Look at my Windows. This is my favorite version of Windows. Most performance, most compatible with every piece of hardware I have. Windows Vista, underrated piece of software, really. Orchestra is the best. It does sound very good. I've been kind of neglecting it for a while. I've been writing almost exclusively for winds for the most part, and the only time I had strings was for one thing I did. But for cello and violin. That's great. That's great. Are there other people that do stuff like I'm doing? Is anyone else not like, because I know there are streams where people like just like have a jam session, right? And they stream themselves playing their instrument for a while and making cool beats and singing. Is anyone doing what I'm doing? Is writing music in a software and or just composing music, classical music, on a stream? I know there are videos of people doing it. Why am I the only one doing this? Where are all my composing friends? People stream composing a music score. Where are they? How can I be best friends with them? I need to find them. Because if there's anything the classical music world needs, it's more goofy idiots like us that are have basically no idea what we're doing, but we're just writing it because it's fun and it's awesome. It's the first time I'm seeing it. Incredible. Hopefully I kickstart a new genre on YouTube here. Writing classical music. You should too. Yeah. It's very fun. I'm having a grand old time. Anyway, so I'm gonna listen to this back from the beginning, and then the one glaring problem I have right now is that the accompaniment is too rhythmically sparse. It's not harmonically sparse. I think it sounds good, but yeah. I just throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks. I mean, that's something, I guess that's how I used to do. That's how I used to do it, because I wrote for piano originally. So what I would do is I just press some notes on my, I had like one progression that went through the whole thing, and then I just kind of wrote some notes on top of it, and that was my whole thing. And that was me 1 year ago at this point. That's when I wrote that, because I remember my teacher, my piano teacher, suggesting that I should write for piano, and then I did. And then over the last few months, some stuff has dramatically changed my input on writing music. One of them being writing your chords. Write your chords. 1, 2, 3 doesn't have to be the way I do it. I just do it like this. Write down your chords. It's so important. It makes it so much easier. Makes it much easier to remember what you're doing, especially if you modulate. That's why I like the Roman numeral kind, but you don't have to do the Roman numeral kind. Easier to see where your music's going. Easy to see if you have too many chords in one place and it sounds boring. Easy to do some modal interchange if you're into that nonsense, which I am. Easy to modulate because you can clearly see where your things are. Makes your music so much easier to write. That's the one thing that changed the most. And also, just writing a bunch of stuff. Modal interchange, my beloved. It is very fun. I didn't really use it here, but I used it in something else. Or the best notation. I agree. I use the American kind. Apparently the UK kind has like letters for figured bass. I used what was taught to me, which is the numbers, but either way works. It's just notes for me. Honest forgot about my contralto clarinet concerto, still on movement too. I feel bad for the player that plays it. You should just pay someone to play it and then just watch them, stare at them as they struggle. Okay, anyway, right. We're here writing music, not... Okay. So again, I want to find some parts in which I can switch up the accompaniments to make it more interesting, because right now it's just this. Do, 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 do. Same thing for a bunch of measures. Anyway, I was gonna shut up. Okay, so some things I noticed on my other listen of this. I want this to have, I'm gonna just write some notes here. I want to have a more rapid rhythm here. I think over here, the I think somewhere over here, yeah, especially over here, the rhythm of this needs to improve. So I'll say improve rhythm here too. Okay. And I think something about this is a little strange. That oboe is screaming. Yeah. But what? I was a little dubious about the rhythm in this part now that I listened to it again. Do you release your scores anywhere? I believe, yeah, I posted my tracks. Oh, here in the Shirgi music playlist. This is where I post my things. This is the one I'm changing right now. This is the original. Yeah, this is where I post my stuff. I don't post like the score anywhere. Maybe I should, but the video is really what matters, so. Have rhythm inaccuracy issues sometimes? Yes, it does. Oh well. That's just how it is. We could always switch to different software if we care about that. We'll try this with all the instruments, and I'll have to do something different here because I want to keep this verse here in the horn. Still leave it over Sibelius. I haven't actually tried Sibelius. MuseScore is the only program I've used. I just haven't had to switch off of it, which is why I keep add more to that ending C. Might be kind of high for the horn here. You mean this part here? See? You know what I think would work here? And I don't know how I'm gonna write this in, but I feel like this just needs... It needs... What's it called? It needs... The chimes? It's the bells. I feel like this could really use some... This could really use bells, but what are those called? Contrabass marimba? What are those like big bells? What are those called? Not steel drums. Tubular bells. That's what I thought, but I tried looking that up. It's not here. Mark trees. Close enough. Tubular. It's tubular, dude. It's not called tubular bells in MuseScore. Like the yeah, I know you have tubular bells, that's what I want. It should be in pitched percussion. It's percussion, it's match pitched. There was always Mark tree. Close enough. What is an Orff Glockenspiel? How is that different? Is it handbells? Oh. Oh, did I forget to add them in? Dang it. That's what I thought too. Okay, let's actually look if they have any alternate names. Tubular bells. This guy. No, not the album. Also known as chimes. They're called chimes. Chimes. Not wind chimes. Tubular bells in British English or chimes in American English. Okay, got it. So this program is just too American. Even though it's listed in the description. They just couldn't. Alright, you know, whatever. Sure. What is the range of chimes? Or all those chimes? Playing range. C4 to F5. Extended range can include. Okay. 4 to F5 should be like. Nope, not this. Should be here to here. Yeah. Didn't include any more notes. That's fine. Okay. You play any silly instruments? I play the harmonica. Depends on how silly you think that is. I really want to add the bells here. I really think the bells would work here. I just need to think of how I'm gonna write them. And I don't know how. Silly as a mindset, you're so right, actually. Then my philosophy in life. Make sure you maximize silliness. What chord is playing here? A minor. Is theremin silly? Ends. Double the bass? That's what I was gonna try to do. 5. Do these have any like special playing techniques? Soft mallets. Do they sound better higher? A little too high. Hard mallets, but softer. I don't... I'm just kind of guessing at it. Wants to get 14 steel pans for some reason. It's because steel pans are awesome. That's why. 14 is kind of much, but you know, if I could have 14 steel pans, I would have 14 steel pans. How much would 14 steel pans even cost? What if, now hear me out. What if, what is this? Cool. Uh-huh. What about, what does this sound like? Sounds about right. Hmm. Maybe it needs to be more rapid and quieter. I'm just experimenting here because I have no idea what it should be. Tubular bell blast beat. So true. Hard to tell. Let me boost it, but I don't know if boosting it would make it. Should be a thing. Yeah, hold on. I'll write a tubular bell blast beat. Wow, that was that was an experience. You know, that didn't actually sound half bad. 1812 overture, so true. Black metal, more like silver metal because it's a bell. Okay, so music. Um, Again, where's my bell? Bell. I'm not writing anything for the bell. I'ma slap you, please. It would stop me making tubular bell jokes. We need golden metal brass, maybe just gold. Make a saxophone out of pure gold. I'm sure it's been done before. But isn't any good. Not get bell crazy now, but they're so awesome. How could I not? Ah. Don't want to get Christmas vibes, but why not? It can be Christmas, even though it's the 2nd of February. It basically feels like Christmas right now. I had a stuffed turkey just yesterday. How's the composition going? I'm trying to figure out how bells work. So, because I know in Saturn... Actually, let's do a little bit of snooping around here. I know in Saturn there's a great passage for bells, and I'm gonna see how those are written. Like what I'm thinking of in my mind when I hear this is Saturn. It might not work in this context, but I guess we'll see. Because I can hear the bells in my mind, but I only hear like the afterthought of them. Oh, whoopsies. Kind of later in it, I guess we'll see here if it has bell anywhere. Or chimes. It's probably going to be tubular bells because Holst is British. Was British. Here, bells. Look. Okay, that's not as exciting as I thought it was. Holst really likes to obscure the rhythm though. You can see that even though they're quarter note rhythms, it's technically not on the beat. Which is kind of funky. Bells are in the bass clef too. Are bells usually written in the bass clef? Am I getting that wrong? Yeah, I wrote them pretty high. Because there's no low A. The Holst is using a low G. Is it different in concert pitch? It shouldn't be. I wouldn't think it is, but just checking. Does he have just really low bells? What? I want those bells. I want the low bells. Oh man. Dang it. If only I had the low bells. Oh well, that's okay. We'll just try and move on. Really big ding dongs? Yes. Holst just had the biggest ding dongs at his disposal. Anytime he wanted to ding a dong, he could with the biggest ones around. More cowbell. I don't. Cowbell, an instrument that I can add here. It sure is. You can't even hear it. You know what I want to know actually? Can you trill a cowbell? What? What? No cowbell trill. What about tremolo? Sounds about how I expect. This sounds like your time's running out, better finish up the symphony. I got a favor and the only prescription is more cowbell. Exactly. Now you know what it's like for a cowbell. What about doorbell? Here, hold on, I'll see if I can add doorbell. I could add didgeridoo. Didgeridoo. Is there a didgeridoo sound? Bro, that is a saxophone. Wait, what's the range of the didgeridoo? Why are all these notes red? Oh, it's down here. Brown note. Alright, hold on guys. I'm about to play the brown note. Everyone, hold on. You guys aren't ready to hear the brown note. Everyone get ready. How low can you go on this instrument? D0. Hope everyone made it to the bathroom in time. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad we're making so many discoveries today. Doink. I think it'd be better if this was just in quarter note rhythm. Five. I want the high notes to be louder. No, it's better when, let's see. And then D. Some accents there. Let me just write it out first before I listen to it again. This is just A minor again. They don't have to be super interesting. They're just filling in the background. Having that droning A. I kind of like it maybe. Wish you could have those really low ding-dongs. Yes, I really want some lower ding-dongs. If you guys have any lower ding-dongs, be sure, no, do not send me your lower ding-dongs. Don't do it. I might need them right now. Just don't. I am a classical musician. Let's write some more music. Yes, music. Okay, need a viola solo. This is a viola solo. Put it over here. But since violas can't have everything, they actually turn into a clarinet using magic. Watch this. The viola turned into a clarinet because I have cursed it with my musical magic. Blah 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 blah. What was I doing? Bells, writing them. A viola. If only they exist. Ah, man. I wish I could have an instrument that was like maybe lower than the violin, but maybe a little bit higher than the cello. But unfortunately, we don't have the technology yet to use such an instrument. Technically, this is a parallel fifth, but I don't care, so I'm just gonna keep it like that. When in doubt, record a real one. I don't have a viola. I don't know how to play any string instruments. Need it for jazz viola. I've never heard of a viola in jazz. Is it? This is a sin. If I wrote like that, doesn't sound very good anyway. Let me just extend that just for myself, and then the melody is not loud enough. I guess it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I'll just do that. Church bell intervals. Exactly. I'm taking you to church. With my music. 'Cause you'll ascend. I guess then the horn should be crescendo too. Oboe multiphonics. What does that even mean? What is an oboe? Do I want to know what an oboe multiphonic is? You mean like polyphony? As in playing two notes at once. Oh, how do I? Is there a specific notation for that? And also, why would I do that when I have two oboes? If they played multiphonics, then I could have four oboes, because that's how multiphonics works. I'm pretty sure. You just have the sound of two oboes in one. And just to make it even easier on them, I'll make them play at a sextuple F. We'll play with the 6 Fs. Bang. Sound interesting? I'm sure they do. I'm a little wary of making the horn too apparent because I think I might run into the problem that the old one had. You know, it's the old one for reference. This is the one I'm it's not complete, but this is the old one, and my big problem with this one is that it sounded too bad. It didn't sound good. How do I put this? It sounded too heavy, and I don't want to run into that again. I want it to sound very light. It's probably the timpani's fault, but especially here, I feel like it was a little too heavy. This is the part that's coming up next after this. And if you watched the original video, you know there's a little more after that, but I don't really like that much, which is why I'm redoing it with strings. But I'm kind of fearing that if I kind of have the horns playing too loud here, but I also want to be able to hear them. But the horns, bravo, yeah, thanks. Don't worry, I'll be scrapping that idea. That's why it's being rewritten. This sounds a lot more elegant. Maybe too heavy was the wrong word. I think it's fine being heavy. It doesn't sound elegant. It sounds, probably because of the percussion and also because of the rhythm and also a multitude of things. But it sounded a little too strict, too much like a march. And again, might have been my fault for adding the percussion, but that's why I'm redoing it as an orchestra instead of a concert band. And the strings do make it sound a lot more elegant, which is what I wanted. Add a gong for extra drama. I think there was a gong in the original. What if? But what if? This might sound a little funky, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I can't really tell the difference. I just felt like having the dotted quarter and the eighth note felt a bit too much like it was rushed. If I did something similar here. Not that. Notes are here. D, E, F. Have this triplet here instead. Let's start from the beginning. I don't like it. I've made up my mind that I don't like it. There you go. I think this sounds fine though, but it might just be muse sounds being strange. I was watching Liszt Sonata in B minor and my hands were hurting even though I wasn't the one playing. He just has that effect on us. Because we're like, oof, how in the world? That must be so much practice that I'm not doing right now. Because I'm being silly online. So this makes it a little bit more staggered, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I can't really hear this clarinet choir. Where are these 2 quarter rests? There you go. Do I need to boost y'all's volume? Bang! No, you're a better piano. Here, just to distinguish this, I think you should probably be played on a trombone. Be louder too. Okay, I think I like that a bit more. Right, let's go back to my other notes here. I wanted this to have a different rhythm. Not during these long notes. I think during here is what I meant. I'm not satisfied with the dotted note rhythm. Could do the trick I was doing before. With like the... not the quadruplets, the triplets. And just tie this. Although this might be really strange, but I think it's worth a try at least. These oboes are playing 2 different things. Let's just give this a try and see if I like it or not. The clarinet sounds a little strange here, but it's okay. Yeah, that did sound kind of strange, actually. Yeah, it doesn't really work here, unfortunately. I'll just go back to this rhythm. Okay. I'll try something like this. Some note is clashing with this note here. Oh, the trumpet. That's right. Ouch. You have to be so rude, Mr. Trumpet. There you go. This is quite high for a trumpet. What can I have here instead of... I kind of like having the trumpet here, but it's too high for it. Maybe have the oboe doing this. Especially at this low volume. I feel like this would be way too high, but I like the sound. It just probably fits on it. Probably fits on the horns actually, but they're currently already doing something. What if, just temporarily, we move you guys to the trombones, move you guys to the horns. That's what I thought. I was just hoping and praying that would be fine. This range is fine. This is a bit more dubious. Maybe if I delete these and then have it start here. Okay, I'll try again. Okay. I gotta go. Alright, let's see you around then. This feels a lot less full and round. Especially this run here, it sounds too quiet. Because the oboe's already... no, it should be fine. Went together well. Thank you. I also gotta eat food here in a bit, but I'm gonna finish up what I think I should finish up for first. Because what instruments am I losing here? The U here. That's right. The glockenspiel also has to reflect this change in rhythm. Seems to be mostly the same except for this run here that I added. Okay. And we'll do that. Most oboes I've had in an orchestral setting was 5? 5 oboes. That's so many oboes. If we count the English horn as an oboe, which it basically is, they have 3 oboes here. 5 is crazy. What if I'm having a stroke of genius. It's genius o'clock. Only 2 or 3 if you have the English horn doubling, yes. Composer, that's just rude. Don't worry. We consented. Wrong notes, or wrong lengths. Mark this as solo. Okay, maybe. Listen to it in context again. No, I don't like that. Adopted a pet, Banui, and now his name is Mr. Wibbles. He's cute and adorable and deserves pampering. Sounds delicious. I love carrots, not rabbits. We eat. I had carrots in a while. Usually I eat them all chopped up and in a bibimbap. Delicious. How do I feel about this viola solo replacing the trumpets? Kind of miss having the trumpet play the... It's still there, but it's hard to distinguish. That's too loud. Okay, you're staying at mezzo piano. Instead of pianissimo, play at piano. Not too high for oboe. I'm sure it's fine. Oboe players, do not kill me. I feel like something changed when I went here. What happened? Oh, the... Wait, no? Wait. What changed? I think maybe I was just seeing ghosts. I think the volume of this has got to go down. That's a bit too quiet. Have the oboe professionals perform in another room because I don't want them being bullied. By who? The clarinets? Do they hate oboes? Who's the op of the oboes? Could just do this, but this feels wrong. If I did like that. If I made it last longer, it'd feel more natural, I guess. That's a little better. I'll take that. Think I really want to hear this, but maybe bassoon instead. I feel like it's too loud. We'll raise you down. Oh, not raise you down. We'll lower you down. I want to be able to hear it, but I don't. I'm worried at putting you at mezzo forte though. How much I've had to lower the sound because it's so loud. I'll look at that later. There was another thing. Hold on. I made this have the rhythm I wanted with this 8th note run. But there's also this, which I wanted to improve the rhythm of. Oh, whoopsies. Sorry. You guys in the second voice. What about this lower part? You're still too loud, Mr. Triangle. And also keep the glockenspiel nice and quiet. Yep, the bassoon sounds super goofy here, and I've made up my mind. It sounds goofy. Probably would sound better on trombone anyway. What if I put it in the oboe, but higher? Also, I've noticed this sounds bad. I'm putting it down to C. Okay. I'm gonna call that good because I need to eat food before the sun comes down. I did a lot today, got a lot of work done finally, and make sure to subscribe and join the Discord for more goofy and that.